a full video dedicated to food. This is the content you guys have been waiting for. I'm actually not geared up right, let me get sorted. There we go. So I found some pretty awesome stuff about food, how it works, and loads of random foods in this game that just are crazy. Some of the stuff I found, actually I think you guys will find this really interesting. I found a way to deal up to 10% more damage than anybody else at a mass, which would be crazy. If I had known this stuff back when the Nightmare came out, I would have got MVP so much more, and I could have got some more massive loot from the Nightmare. But these here methods could be used on pretty much any boss in the game. So to showcase how strong they are, I'm going to do 1 hour at the Corporeal Beast with these new methods and see how much loot I can get. But before we jump into that, let me tell you guys about today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. That is right, we must have done okay in that first one because these guys wanted to sponsor another video. For any of you who haven't played Raid Shadow Legends, it's a fantasy based RPG. You can play on both mobile and PC. It's one of the best mobile games I've played. The graphics are pretty awesome. There's loads of massive bosses you can fight, loads of champions you can choose from. There's this big massive clan boss who just completely rips you to pieces, but you chip away at him, each clan member, and eventually kill him for loads of loot. There's loads of dungeon bosses, loads of like campaign bosses to work your way through. There's daily challenges, daily quests, and this new battle pass which has loads of loot in it as well. There's loads and loads of champions you can choose from, loads and loads of gear setups. I recommend using lifesteal setups, they're pretty awesome. I've been using them in most of my champions. You set on the full set and it heals 30% of the damage. Use the link in the description, you get 100,000 silver and this Hex Weaver champion. If this looks like your kind of game, definitely check out Raid Shadow Legends, the link's in the description below. And there we go, our second ever sponsor slot. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive of the first one. But anyway, a food video, here we go. So I have found a really cool food that I've overlooked loads in RuneScape. I'm sure some of you guys know about this, but if you eat Guthix Rest, you can instantly attack after. There's no delay. So anybody who doesn't know how RuneScape food works, there's kind of 3 or 4 different mechanics going on here. If you eat a normal food, anything from sharks, any fish, any pies, anything like that, there's a 3 tick delay, so 1.8 second delay until you can eat another food, or until you can attack, until you can do anything. Now you can combo eat, you can eat 2 foods at the same game tick with a shark and a crom bomb, but that still gives you that delay, but you heal a lot more. A crom bomb by itself only has a 2 tick delay of 1.2 seconds, which is pretty cool, but Guthix Rest is where it's at, 0 second delay. There's only one other food in the game I could find that has the same delay, and that's a Zaradome Brew. But as you guys know, Zaradome Brews lower your attack and strength. Now I know some of you guys probably already knew all this and you're probably screaming at the screen, but I've been playing the game for years and I had no idea that the Guthix Rest is probably the best food in the game. If you use this at a corp, right, just to give you a rundown here, if somebody else is using sharks, they're probably going to eat like 5 sharks throughout a fight. That's 9 seconds where they're not dealing any damage, whereas you can just heal up the entire fight. And this thing doesn't just heal you to 99, you can heal up 5 HP above your max. It's also an anti-venom and anti-poison, and it gives you 5% extra energy for every single sip, so this thing's just got so much going on, it's pretty broken. Right, I'm going to head over and test out Guthix Rest on a load of bosses, but before I do, I just want to show you one other thing I found that I've not really seen anybody talk about. Any gnome food can be used as a combo food. Now you could get these in any Ironman really easy just by buying them from the gnome stronghold. They're there for like 150 GP each, and they work the same as Karambrams. You can eat a food, then eat any gnome food instantly after. You can combo eat with these. They'd be really good for Ironman. The best one's a Shock Bomb, it heals 15, so you could eat like a potato with cheese from the Warriors Guild into one of these gnome foods, and you could heal up like 32 in 1 game tick, which would be really good. So just thought I'd throw this in for Ironman. Let's crack on with the bossing. So a massive shout out to the 3 lads from the CC who helped me test this. We've got Slinging Soft in full Elite Void, we've got Raid God, full Elite Void with an Infernal Cape maxed. He should be out DPS me. Slinging Soft is also really high stats, and the Elite Void is really good. We also have Hanatoro, who is in full bandos. He's slightly lower level, but he should be keeping up there with the DPS. I'm just bringing over Krills, but I am using one other trick that I've found here to deal higher damage than everybody else, and that there is Zamorak Brews. These actually boost your attack level 2 levels higher than a normal super combat pot, which means you have like 1 to 1.7% more accuracy and more DPS than everybody else who doesn't use them. They do have a downside of lowering your HP by 10%, but if you have 85 Herblore, you can actually make Zamorak Mix instead. It'll hit you for the 10% of your HP, but it'll also heal you 6 in the same game tick, so you'd barely even notice it. You don't need to use Zamorak Mix really, but if you want the maximum possible chance of getting a drop, I'd highly recommend using it. So you eat the Zamorak Mix and then you eat your super combat pot, and now look at my stats. 120 attack, 118 strength. That's the highest possible you can have in the game. So if you look at my inventory here, I did bring some combo foods just in case Corp hits me really hard. I'm not saying just fill your inventory full of Guthix rests, because they actually do only heal 5 each time. They're quite slow at healing. But the big thing about them is being able to eat and then instantly attack. There I got hit pretty hard, so I just combo eated. And then now once that timer's ran out, I can just hit, eat, and just always have over 100 hit points, which is pretty cool. Corp's going a bit hard at me here in 4-man. I did want to get 5-man, but I couldn't find a 5th person. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool, the way you can just heal up while you're dealing damage. Loads of people probably already know this, but I've never seen it in a video, which is really weird. I'm surprised loads of people don't use this, because dealing the highest DPS is a really important aspect of RuneScape. Whoever does the most damage gets the loot, and even just for other things, like say Vorkath, the way it's like 6 attack cycles then a special attack. If you're dealing more damage quicker to some NPCs, it just makes them so much easier. The middle stage of the Nightmare, for example, it's so annoying. If you take too long dealing that 2000 damage to him, he'll keep firing parasites out at you that heal him up more, so dealing faster damage is really important there as well. And if you're not wasting time eating and healing, it just makes these way better. I think these would be the best possible way to heal at the Nightmare. I'm trying to think where else they'd be good. I don't think they'd be that good at like God Wars. Well, yeah, anywhere actually, because if you're dealing faster damage, you're going to get more drops than the other players. And they do heal more per inventory slot than combo food, because say you have a Shark and a Cronbrom, that there's 30 at heal for the 2 inventory slots, whereas if you have 2 of these, that's 40 for 2 inventory slots. So I'd say even bring a few of them to God Wars would be worth it. Anytime you want to heal while still dealing damage, it's just better than anything else I can think of in the game. Brews obviously heal a lot more per inventory slot, but every time you eat a brew, you can still attack that same game tick with brews, but you do lose a lot of your damage, a lot of your max hit, and a lot of your accuracy. But the big question is, can I out DPS these lads just by using these tricks? So here's the first kill, and there it is. We got the loot on the first one. We're going to do about 30 minutes of this and see if we can get many of the loots. We will not get all of them, I don't think. It'd be funny if we did with them in better gear. But I'm going to just flash through a load of kills here and see how we get on. So I want you to have a look at Raid God's here spec. So he's using the Crystal Halley as a spec weapon. I'm just using the Bando's God Sword. So that there would boost his damage a wee bit as well. But even the second kill in here, and I managed to get the loot. Even though they've got better gear, we're at the same stats, I've still managed to get 2 in a row, but that's not saying much. Let's see how the next few go. So third kill in, and I managed to get the loot as well, which is pretty crazy. I was even dodging the core and taking a lot of damage in that one. Had to eat a few times, but used a good few brews. But there is 3 kills, all being mine, despite them having better gear. This wee pure one to fight, but as soon as I stepped out, he ran away. Must have thought I wouldn't actually leave with his gear on. 52 mil risk, probably shouldn't have left. Hanatoro got completely demolished there, 51-11, completely destroyed. I have just noticed that Slinging Soft isn't actually using a Zami spear, he's using a Guthin spear, so he's definitely not going to be competing with us. It's between us, Raid God and Hanatoro. But here's the 4th kill coming in. And have a look at this. This was a perfect example. We got the kill, but we used 9 Guthix rest. That's the same as 16.1 seconds if I was just using sharks. 16 seconds not attacking. There was no way I would have got the loot. Raid God swapped out of his Elite Void and then instantly got number 5, which was quite funny. I managed to get kill number 6, but to be fair, the core was completely wrecking him there and I barely used any food. Number 7, he managed to get the loot, but then we worked out that he was actually using Guthix rest as well, which kind of defeats the purpose. I didn't explain to him before we came to Corp what I was doing. I was just like, I'll come over to Corp here and help me make a video. But if we're both using Guthix rest, it's not really a fair comparison. So he got number 8 as well. So to finish up Corp, I got 5 kills out of a 4-man team. We'll call it a 3-man team actually. But yeah, I hope you guys get the picture. This isn't a perfect example by any means. We did do a duo at the end with both of us using the Guthix rest and he got it. I thought I'd head over to Vorkath and test them here, because I think with it being like 6 attacks and then 1 special move, if you can kill Vorkath quicker, it's going to be really easy. But I'd never done Vorkath before, and the first one took me 3 minutes and 22 seconds, which is extremely slow. And then I was just trying to learn all the mechanics and got completely ripped to pieces in the second one. We kind of learned what we were doing by the 5th kill, and we managed to get 1 minute 52 seconds with no Wooks walking for that special attack, which is pretty crazy. And then we killed a few more. We got down to 145 with no Wooks walking, and then decided I'd try to learn this Wooks walking method, and it's pretty difficult to get. I died quite a few times, but if you can do this method properly, it does speed up your kills loads. So we done a load of practice and I managed to get the Wooks walking down to a T, and we managed to get a really quick kill here. It's not super quick. I know some people have got like 49 seconds or something insane at Vorkath, but this is my day 1 learning Vorkath, and I managed to get 1 minute 33 seconds on my 13th kill, which I think is pretty crazy. Like in full Torags as well. I'm not in max gear here. So again, Vorkath, not a perfect example, but Guthix rests work really well over here as well. Our day 1 PB actually ties with one of the lads in the CC who's done a lot more Vorkath than me, Bean. Learning Vorkath was really fun, and testing it with these Guthix restores was class. It's such a punishing boss. If you mess up at all, you get completely ripped to pieces. We managed to get a really quick kill here with these Guthix rest. I started bringing more over as I got a bit more confident. This is still day 1, right? And this here's our 20th kill, and have a look at this. We managed to get the Vorkath head, a new personal best, 1 minute and 18 seconds on the first day in full Torags. I think that's pretty good. So just to recap, Guthix rest at Corp, really good. Guthix rest at Vorkath, really good. I'm not sure where else to test these, but I think they'll just be really good at any boss. I'm going to end this one here. It's been a really cool day. We've unlocked the Ava's Assembler, which is a massive upgrade in my account. I've been loving bossing lately, and RuneScape's so weird. Like, I've been playing this game for years, and I never knew these here were like one of the best food in the game. It'll just change how I do bossing in the future and all that. So hope you guys have found this video informative or fun. What do you call it, fun? It's more informative than fun, I think. I had a load of fun. Don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, hit all them buttons below. I'll see all you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.